Alright, we're pretty much set to go here. Time to do some Brawl. I found this deck online. It's quoted to go 6-0, so we'll see if that's actually true. I'm missing a couple of cards, nothing crazy, but I'm missing these two and one of the Whelp of the Infinite. So I replaced this guy with Tyrion, which is obviously not as good, but it's an 8-drop. It has an effect on the board. And then this thing, obviously not as good as Hand of a Doll, but it's a 2-mana pump spell, so that's effectively what I'm going for. So would have liked to have another Whelp of the Infinite, but I don't because it's a new card and you can't straight buy the packs. Otherwise, I'd be buying packs with my gold. But I've been just using it for Brawl for now. So Whelp of the Bronze, very underwhelming, but it's a 3-mana dragon that gets drawn with the Red Scale Dragon Tamer. So we'll see how that does. This guy's alright. I don't think it's as good as the location, because the location has added benefits once you put it into the future. But again, good enough. And I think Tyrion's good enough to have a little bit of some late game. So let's see how well this works and get into some Brawl. Here we go. I think I've only done about 3 Brawls so far, I think. And I've played Paladin each time. Paladin seems to be pretty solid. Let's do this. Paladin seems pretty solid. I like the pump effects. It seems like there's some decent synergy with the auras and some of the aura-like cards. So let's see if I can get a decent finish. I think max... The most amount of wins I've gotten so far was 2? But I think that's just because I don't have very many of the new cards. It's a little tough to get in here without some of the things that are relevant. So, what to do. I think this is probably fine. I'm tempted to throw back the Bronze Explorer. Not sure if that's the right call, though. I think looking at the deck list seems like that's probably fine. Yeah, let's just keep that. It'll be fine. Portal of Vanguard, one of the reasons I wanted to play this deck, actually. And that card is very solid, and it's a dragon, so it gets drawn off the 2-mana guy. This on turn 2 seems okay. Probably not worth it to throw that out there for this. Yeah, we chillin'. Yeah, it seems like I've played against a lot of Death Knight and Paladin in the Brawl. Yeah, that seems fine.
Step forth into the Timeways.
I think I'm probably gonna throw that back. What else can I get that I would like? That's not the worst, actually. It's a 5-mana 5/5. Let's see what else I can get, just for the hell of it.
Step forth into the Timeways.
Okay.
Ooh, get down.
Sure. Looks like I'm probably going to follow up with this guy. Unless we draw something better. Yeah, Resistance Aura is a tough one to time. Playing it just too loosely seems like a waste. Twilight Drake is not a bad follow-up next turn. Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got a lot of cards from the new set, though, so I'm going to do this guy. It'll be a slow payoff, but I think that's probably worth it. Plus, it's got Rush, so it'll affect the board immediately once it's awakened. Wow, I guess I should have just played the Resistance Aura. That's unfortunate. I think we go here. Because this guy doesn't seem super great right now. Yeah, let's do that. 3 mana, 8/8. How can you argue with that?
We do what the living cannot.
Sure, okay. Likely gonna go Aura here. This is at 4. Yeah, we just go Aura. The new set seems pretty good so far. I like the effect it has on Paladin at the very least. I haven't delved into too many other cards, but pretty much everything I've seen seems good. They're obviously opening up new new areas of power, like more dormant minions, more auras, stuff like that.
We do what the living cannot.
Sure.
The citadel stands strong.
Yeah, Chill Fallen is a pretty good card.
Can't stand the cold.
I can't help but feel like they're walking into Consecration on purpose. Just feels a little too good. This is at 3 turns. Let's see here. 2/2 undead is fine.
Who dares disturb?
That'll clear most of the board. Sure, get that plus your undead guy.
Get down!
It's between this or the Resistance Aura.
Defensive action engaged.
So now this guy's, yep. Isn't this a new card, though? Wouldn't that make this cost less? Or awaken sooner? Maybe I'm tripping, I don't know.
This is not what we stood for.
Oh, I'm surprised they didn't hit the Divine Shield. That would have been much better for them. So we got quite a few options here. This is going to draw the 7 mana dragon. Unfortunately, it doesn't get the guy that plays all the auras, which Tyrion is in for. Bob doesn't seem too bad, but I think I'm gonna do
This
this.
is not what we stood for.
Here. And yeah, let's do that. Why not?
We must move quickly.
Maybe this doesn't count for the new expansion because the expansion hasn't come out yet. I don't know.
We do what the living cannot.
Pretty good card.
Understand the code.
Wow. That's some really good lines of play over there. They are digging through their deck real fast, though. 6 cards deeper than we are. But we're still pretty much evenly matched. Get that next turn.
Rotten to the core.
Sure, draw your guy. Tempted to follow up with Tyrion here. It's that or Bob. Using this to draw a couple minions might not be bad. It's normally pretty good for freezing the other side. Usually these ones aren't super crazy. Let's do this. Luck of the draw. Ooh, good draw. Very nice. And then we'll do this. And attack. Yeah, Manifested Timeways, very, very good card. I like that guy a lot. Wonder how different the power level would be. I always wonder about R&D when it comes to, like, you know, imagine this was a 4 mana 4/4 that dealt 2 damage to all enemies. If it would be as powerful.
Get down.
Or if it was like a 4 mana, you know, 1/3 that dealt 4 damage, that probably still seems really good. Even if it's a 4 mana 1/1 dealing 4 or more damage would probably be too good. So they got a lot of stuff going on here. I'm tempted to play Anachronos. Hit him for 10, play Anachronos, and another guy. That doesn't seem bad, actually.
I'm not rooting for you.
It's going to come back on my turn, so this guy will have Rush again. I don't mind that, actually. Yeah, let's do this, so then there's more guys to come back, so they're more likely, like when people make a mistake and they fill their board up too much, not anticipating getting their minions back. That's always great.
Mistakes of the past.
Let's do that and this guy.
Defensive action insane.
Alright, so now there's significantly more pressure on him. So I lost 1, 2, 3 minions off of that. So I gotta remember to keep space for 3.
The citadel stands strong.
Feels like time for Tyrion. These guys are good. But yeah, I think the more pressure I can put, the better. Just a little bit more restriction for them with the aura. Yeah, I think times like this make the aura much better, because then, you know, when somebody needs to cast spells versus when they want to cast spells, pretty big difference. But who knows? Seems like Death Knight got some good spells in this recent set. They gotta do something else. Come on now. Y'all gotta do something. That's pretty good. Nice, so they get the other Frost Rune card off of, what, Crypt Map? Cool, so what was the right call to hit that guy before I think... Oh, no, the dude's still there. Just kidding. Just kidding. Let's do this. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I think it's correct just to do this.
Who dares disturb the timeways?
We'll deal, what, 6 to 3 minions? That's a very good card. That's a very strong card.
Quickly.
Let's throw this guy out there and bash for 5. Whoo! Very nice. And their spells still cost 1 more this turn, so exactly the... Ooh, very nice. Alright, that's a pretty good card there. Unfortunately, they need a taunt minion, though, like that. Probably still got him. 1, 2... No, never mind. That's nice. Yeah, I think I just spray a bunch of guys, attack. Yeah.
The light dims, but we fight.
Very fortunate they made 3 taunt minions.
Justice.
Yeah, I don't see them coming back from this, but I've seen crazier things happen, so let's see what they can do. Okay. No equality, though. Thank goodness. Yeah, that's pretty good. Either way, they can't get rid of my weapon.
Well
Need a taunt minion. Gotta gain some life, something. And you're out of cards. Wow. That must suck. There's lifesteal, but nothing to use it on because you killed all my guys. Dude, that must suck. Poor guy. I wonder if that was the last card in their deck that they cast. Shoot. Very good game there. That was fun. Yeah, I like this Paladin build. It's fun. Obviously in Standard it would be changed up quite a bit, but... Alright, 1-0. 5 more wins is all I'm asking. You know, nothing much, just a perfect record. But yeah, this is working out very well. So far, I really like the Portal Vanguard. It's a very good card. Whelp of the Infinite is very obviously a good card. Manifested Timeways is pretty solid too. Chronological Aura, Manifested Timeway, like this whole kind of curve from the 3s to the 5s, I like a lot. And Anachronos just always does work, so let's see what else I can get.
Versus Thrall.
Oh, Shaman.
Doomhammer.
I will fight with honor.
Probably not keeping these. Consecration's not bad. I would expect some kind of a quick start from them. Most of the decks in the Brawliseum seem to be mid-range or aggro. Like I haven't seen any control decks at all yet. Probably only played 3, 6, 9. Probably played a little over 10 games though total, close to 15 maybe.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, I don't like jamming that guy out on turn 2. Seems like a waste. You know, no health, Divine Shield against a 1 attack guy, 2 attack guy, meh. Alright, glad I kept Consecration, because it seems like they are on a pretty aggressive elemental build, which could be tough with the Sizzling Cinders. Let's see what happens. Thankfully I've got some life gain in here. I'm tempted just to throw out Consecration and attack that guy. Because playing a 2-2, I feel like... Yeah, you gotta kind of map out your turns a little bit. Because this guy's going to come in handy, but I need the aura, so I can't do that until turn 6. I'm not going to just throw that out with no minions. That doesn't seem bad. Oh, I should have attacked first. That was a hard misplay. Come on now. Come on now. That was dumb. Oh well, these things happen. Man. How could I do that to myself? Yep. Ooh, okay, so now I go here and here, because that'll enable this guy next turn, because it seems like I need it. Yeah, sometimes the best way to learn to remember something and sequence correctly is to get hit in the head with it. So as I get hit in the head with this guy more and more, that'll be a good reminder. What do we got, buddy? What do we got? That's a pretty good thing to have. Okay. Yeah, I feel a little obligated to do this now. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so I go this and this.
Who dares disturb this?
Yeah, I could have spared myself what, 4, 9? Yeah, like 9 health had I sequenced correctly earlier, which would have been 24 life. Yep, sizzling cinders do some work. Oof, that's brutal. That's pretty brutal. Alright, this is a good elemental build. Whew, just getting stomped. Not a lot of good plays to make here. This seems like probably the best option. I can't imagine what that's gonna get that would help very much though. I'm gonna double check my deck list because
Let me
a
think.
minion, I don't think anything's gonna make a difference now. Like Righteous Protector would, I mean, just be worse than this. Yeah, pretty much everything sucks that I would draw. That's unfortunate. No Malia could be okay. Bob could be okay, but that's not until next turn anyway, so I think that's pretty much the best option, sadly. Very likely I'm dead this turn, because they just poisonous minion, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we're dead.
The victory is yours.
Alright, 1-1. That's the way it goes. That misplay cost a lot. I think that game had potential had I not sequenced incorrectly. Alright, here we go again. Game 3. Yeah, misplays aside, deck is pretty decent. I can just imagine how good this deck would be, you know, if I had the 1, 2, 3, 4 missing cards. So it's a really good indication of the power level if I'm missing a couple cards, and like that first game was very good. Warrior, okay.
I won't be left
Death
behind.
Knight, Warrior,
I will
Shaman,
fight with honor.
Paladins are the majority of what I've seen in the Brawliseum so far. No. Don't think I can justify keeping this. Let's go with this. Solid, okay. So I'm pretty sure that the warrior deck is going to be fairly control-y, lots of armor, very defensive, so I'm going to go on the offense as quickly as possible here. I don't like throwing this guy out on turn 2, but I think I'm going to go turn 2 that, turn 3 this. I'd prefer to do something else than this. I mean, this guy's... It's good to have out there to clear the way should they put a taunt minion or something out there, but wow. Okay, that's a very good card. Yeah. Let's do that. Perfect. Love to see that. I would prefer to put a minion out, but this seems pretty powerful here. Like, they play a lot of spells. Yeah, let's go for it. Alright. Fair enough. I don't hate that. Yeah, let's do that. When the card that you subbed for something else ends up being better than the thing that you subbed it for. Cool. Yeah, lots of armor. And they're going to do it. Awesome. Pretty sure you attack first, then use your armor effects, though, right? You want to have the armor for the armor-based effects of other cards?
A good explorer comes prepared.
6-5 rush doesn't seem bad. That's 6-8 worth of power. Yeah, let's do that. It's an additional threat, which will be helpful for the Crusader Aura.
Eight combatants enter, and I take the crown.
Fair enough, okay. They now have 10 cards in hand. Nice.
Let me.
To battle!
My hand is full.
It's a good thing to burn. Whew. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. Very smart, very smart. Yep, very smart. Well played. I could use this to get a copy of that. It gives them coins, but they have 9 cards in hand, so they'll only get, I think, 1 of the coins. Is that the best play? This feels kind of like a waste. There's no imminent threat. Yeah, I'm gonna go like this and this.
Reporting for duty.
You will be the first to transcend time.
That's pretty bonkers. Now, an Acronos seems better. Yep, of course they're gonna rewind.
You will be among the few to transcend time.
They want some big threats and they're not finding them. Let's see, last chance.
You will be the last to transcend time.
Wow, that's fine. I'm tempted to do this and hopefully find the Timeways guy that deals 3 damage. That would clear 3/4 of the board. I don't think an Acronos is right here because this is a fairly mediocre threat level. And I have a 3/5 taunt coming at the end of turn. Yeah, I'm gonna roll the dice.
Step forth into the timeways.
Yeah, we're gonna rewind that. So worst case, I throw some guys out there and then we will fight over the next couple turns.
Step forth into the timeways.
Into another portal Vanguard, fine.
Step forth into the timeways.
I must move quickly.
That guy's not bad, actually. Yeah, let's keep it. Sure.
Defensive action instinct.
That's a very good card. That is one of the best reasons I've seen to play Warrior. It's a very strong card. And a lot of the armor cards are very powerful. Like that card that they burned earlier was like 5 mana guy or 4 mana guy, I forget which, but deal 2 damage to a minion. If it kills it, gain 5 armor. So very solid cards in Warrior right now. Not sure if it's because the sample size in this particular small format makes them better, but hard to tell. Tempted to just freeze everything. But then what do I do next turn? I guess I go with that guy. Kills this. Yeah, let's do that.
8 combatants enter, and I take the crown.
Wow, another one. Oh, that's right. They got 3 of those guys. Jeez. It's a pretty good card to get 3 of.
You will be among the few to tread.
One complaint I do have about Rewind is it takes too long for the rewind. I think animation that hinders gameplay, like taking too much time when you could be taking actions, you know, or actually thinking about your stuff is, I think, that is a hindrance. Alright, Anachronos is a little bit better now, unfortunately. I could go double Crusader Aura, but that doesn't seem good. Yeah, I feel a little obligated to Anachronos. I can kill that. I can hit him for 3 or just take out another guy and then Anachronos.
Let me think.
Yeah, I guess that seems fine. It's not great. Yeah, they're doing pretty well sitting there at 40. And they still got another one of those 8 mana guys that makes 2 legendary minions, so there's still a lot of threats coming. Oof, that's pretty good too. Alright, Warrior seems very good. Yeah, let's go. Let's just go. Got 2 turns till they get the minions back for Anachronos, so might as well try and make as much damage as possible in here. So things are going to get +4, +2. Let's do that, I guess. Go there. This here. And sadly, this here. So, Talon is gonna get, I think, my Nomelia. Yeah, I think that's what it's gonna get, is Nomelia, which I don't know if that's relevant enough here. Probably just gonna jam Tyrion. Jeez. That's pretty good with the aura. Can I keep 1? Let me keep 1. Okay, alright. Let's go. Now I think Nomelia's a little better now that their board is back. Minions get +4, so... Yeah, I think I gotta hit this guy, sadly.
This is not what we stood for.
I should have done the Bronze Explorer first. Oops. That guy's good. Alright.
The light dims.
So this will go to 6.
Move quickly.
Alright, one more turn of auras. I've never played 2 Crusade Aura at the same time before like this. Let alone on the same turn. They're starting to get a little light on cards. They've only got 5 left, whereas I've got 10. So there is hope. I don't know if they have any shenanigans that would, There she is. That sucks. That's good. Okay. Alright, we got this challenge for whenever they decide to play more threats. Don't think they're going to have anything with charge, so I'm not super worried. It is very possible I can still take this. It's going to be some work, though. Ooh, okay, okay. What do you got?
Come on, put your shell into it.
It could use more fire.
Jeez. That's pretty good. Pretty good. So that'll deal 2 to all enemies. And 4 to everything adjacent. No auras, unfortunately, for that. So this is going to hit this for sure. But I don't know that I can deal with the rest of this stuff. So that'll die from the death rattle. So 4, I can hit this guy, takes those 3 out, kills that, then he's got 6 power.
Let me think.
Okay, I don't know that there's very many good options otherwise. Random family damage minion, +2/+2. Yeah, I have to do that. So we're gonna do that. That.
Reporting for duty.
And that. Alright. No pump effects, please. Alright, thankfully it's the 3rd one, so they're out of them now. Ah, well done. Is that Gorosh? What's his name? I forget. Gromosh, Gorosh, something like that. I was nervous they might possibly play that, but yeah, better to just get one at random for free. Why not? Jeez. Alright, 1 and 2 then. Yeah, I kind of like the version of this, or a different Paladin deck that I was playing last Brawl. The one before this I was playing kind of hand pump. It had there's a 4-mana guy with Divine Shield, and at the end of your turn it gives all minions in your hand +1/+1.
I will fight with honor.
So playing against Warlock. And do that. Interesting, okay. And Crusader Aura doesn't seem fantastic in this. But for all I know, it's partly because I'm missing cards. I don't think there's any reason to throw the Resistance Aura out there. I'll do it on turn 2. But yeah, Coin Resistance Aura seems a little much.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
Okay, could have prevented that, but not sure if that's really worth it. Yeah, let's make a curve. We'll go 2 into 3. Wow. Really did not expect a second copy immediately. Okay. That's pretty annoying. Okay.
Step forth into the Timeways.
That guy's alright. I'm gonna keep that. So next turn I've got Resistance Aura plus Hard Light Protector. Oof. That's annoying.
Let me think. Let me think.
Don't think it's worth it to throw that guy out there yet.
I must move quickly.
Don't tamper with time.
Defensive action engaged.
I would be totally fine if they hit the Divine Shield guy with both of their attackers. That would be cool.
I feel their spirit.
Wow. That seems good. I get the feeling they have specific beast targets. Yeah, let's do it.
Forth into the Timeways.
I'm gonna rewind that one. I think we can do better.
Step forth into the Timeways. Time.
That's better. Still haven't been hit, but that'll be a nice thing to have in my back pocket.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
Wow. Okay. 1 down, 4 to go, I think. Yeah, 4 more times. Yeah, okay. Totally. Yeah. Holy crap. About that. That's ridiculous. Like I said, I think they have a specific beast target in mind. Well, then. Where's a consecration when you need one? Shoot. This would be nice, but I don't think I'm going to be able to hit him with it by the time it matters. I think this...
I must move quickly.
I'm tempted to do equality so that he can't attack with that guy. I think that's... It's not good, but I feel a little obligated to. Makes their egg a little bit better, but... Let's see what they got. At the very least, they got to do something about my taunt guy before attacking with their 14-1. That's crazy. Yeah, that's a pretty good combo. Possessed Animancer into Ultra Gigasaur. It's a 5-mana 14/28 with lifesteal. Well, if that's not a reason to play Warlock, what is? Dude! Alright, fine. Taking 14, that's the way it goes. Thankfully I can kill his 14-1 if he doesn't have anything else. Good, okay. So not the actual worst, but pretty bad. Man, they gained 14 life off of that. Rough, rough.
This is not what we stood for.
Okay, there's still hope for sure. I would assume they play 2 copies of each of those cards, though, so the Animancer into the Ultra Gigasaur is possibly going to happen again. It's pretty good synergy, too, because if they want to kill their own minions between this and the Animancer, that's... Warlock is pretty powerful, apparently. Yep, speak of the devil. Okay, Manifested Timeways would be decent here. Oof. Not anymore, that's gonna give him a 20/20 if I do. Shoot. What are we doing, buddy? What are we doing? Get the feeling this guy's played the Brawliseum quite a bit. He's got this figured out. But yeah, Animancer into Ultra Gigasaur. I will never forget that. Shoot, I might become a Warlock player in Standard after this, just based off of that. Huh. I could use this to make a copy of that for myself. It's not great. I do have an answer for theirs, though. So... that costs 3 mana, so I can't cast it this turn either.
Let me
I have to find a way to kill it.
I must move quickly. Rotten to the core.
I don't know the double aura is the right play there, but anything I can do to put a little bit more restraint on them, or constraints on them, would be good.
A small price for power.
Wow. I have both, okay. Yeah, that cost them 9 mana. I guess, yeah, double aura was good then, because that would have... They could have possibly done that and something else this turn. So 1, 2... Let's see what dragons I can find.
Comes prepared.
Rush is helpful, I guess. Let's give it a try. Worst case, I can freeze their 2020 if they can get that out this turn. I'm still anticipating a second Animancer into Ultra Gigasaur, though. That's... Yeah, answering one was enough, and now I gotta answer a 2020 soon, and possibly another Gigasaur, or Ultra Gigasaur. Hatch, damn it! There we go. It's pretty good. Think about Crusader Aura here. Let me see what I can get off of this. And that would mean I gain more life off of that guy. Rush is good, but I think the Crusader Aura is probably better. I can Aura and Bob next turn should they make any crazy threats. Yeah, let's do that.
The Timeways are ours.
Let's get him.
Hitting for 6 for... Do I have game here? Almost.
Rotten to the core.
Alright, no 2020, no Animancer, no nothing. Don't want... Thank you. No shenanigans. Alright, up to 2 and 2. Thank goodness. I was like, if I go 1 and 3, that's no bueno. Still could go 6 and 2. It is very possible. However, unlikely. Yeah, if you're watching on Twitch, check out the YouTube, and if you're watching on YouTube, check out the Twitch. Got some videos on YouTube. Lots of Battlegrounds videos. Trying to get more standard videos up there. Just put a Pain Demon Hunter standard run on there. Got to like Platinum 1 on the ladder for standard, so that worked out pretty well. Most of that was done like near the end of the month. This guy seems okay. I'm not sure if... it's probably good enough to keep. Yeah, I'm normally used to disregarding this card, because there's not been too many powerful interactions with it in my experience, so to see it be good is kind of nice, I guess. Alright, finally got a 1-drop. I don't think any of these games have had a turn 1 Righteous Protector, so I'm happy about that. Especially against Demon Hunter. First time I did the Brawl, I really wanted to make Demon Hunter work, but the lists I was putting together just didn't seem to be powerful enough compared to the lists that I had seen online that were getting thrown around. What do you got? A very interesting turn 1 play. Okay. We're just going to stay aggressive. Portal Vanguard would be a phenomenal draw here. Bronze Explorer 2. You gonna Infestation that? There's no way. Oh, okay, okay. I-Beam is a good card. There's the Bronze Explorer.
Good explorer comes prepared.
Into a Portal Vanguard, hard to argue. I don't think Twilight Drake is good enough. Yeah, let's do that.
Repent.
Well met.
Yeah, if you've watched the channel at all, you know I'm a little bit more of a hip-hop head than anything else. But today I've got on my favorite EDM album. It's a Martin Garrix mix from 2016. He was doing that State of Trance series for a long time. I'm not sure if he still does. But there's some pretty good mixes out there by him. It's, I mean, granted, it's other people's songs, you know, kind of mixed together into a set list, almost like an EDM event. I don't know if... I think it's a weekly thing he does. I don't think it's something that I don't think it's like his set list from actual concerts, but yeah, the one from 2016, very, very good. I don't remember exactly which specific one in 2016 it is. I don't listen to a lot of EDM anymore. Did for a hot minute, but yeah, I think we just blast 2 guys out there. That's hard to ignore. It's a very good card. Tempted to keep it, but with no auras, it seems worse. Especially since I already have one, so I'm going to rewind. If I didn't have one, I'd be tempted not to rewind. But that would still be a little bit of a loose play, considering no auras available right now.
Step forth into the timeways.
Alright, Bob's not bad, but... Let's see where this takes us. I'm a little happy I've got this guy. I would definitely rather have the poisonous one in the deck list in general, but some of these matchups, the lifesteal part is pretty relevant, surprisingly. Okay. Totally fine with taking less damage to the face. And that gives them a 2/1 demon, or gives me a 2/1 demon, and then they get another portal. Seems okay. Let's start with this. I like that guy a lot.
Comes prepared.
Chillmon could be good. I haven't played this guy yet. Set this minion's attack to infinity. Does that mean it's actual infinity? I've been wanting to find out, so let's find out. Let's do that guy. So I gotta hold a oh no. Yeah, just battle cry. Huh. I'm hoping that just means it's a one-shot kill. Becomes a must-answer card, but Hearthstone is full of shenanigans. Okay. Can I get an aura so I can use this guy, please? Yeah, both of those guys are just chilling. Doesn't seem ideal. What? Okay. Seems like kind of suboptimal attacks. There's an aura, okay. So I can clear their board. Doesn't seem great. We each draw 2 cards, but that would put me back to 10 cards, unfortunately. It's probably not the end of the world to burn a card, but it feels like a waste of value.
Blimey.
What to do here? That guy's not bad, I guess. I have a feeling if I throw that out there, they're gonna want to get rid of it immediately.
I must move quickly.
Yeah, let's give it a try. I was tempted to do this guy, but I'd like to get a little bit more value out of it. Maybe that's greedy, but we'll find out. Back to 9 cards. Are they going to kill their guy just to make me burn a card? Looks like it. Okay. Acronos is good. What are we burning? Whew, not a great thing to burn. Okay. I don't love playing that, but I feel like I gotta get stuff out of my hand, at least a little bit. Yeah, just thinking out loud, like Anachronos is not good here, but clear the board with that, follow it up with Tyrion. Gives me some time. Yeah, Blob of Tar is a pretty big nuisance, but thankfully it's not too powerful in terms of attack.
I must move quickly.
Is there one of these guys out there?
Defensive action engaged.
Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. What to do? I might just start dropping big boom booms, go Tyrion next turn into the 9-mana guy. Really want to see if that actually means infinity also. Pretty sure I hold this guy for a relevant threat. Or when I need to, you know, clear a guy in order to swing through for either potentially lethal or lethal damage. Yeah, Rewind takes way too much time for game animation. Maybe that's one of the things that they did on purpose in order, because of the power level of it. Very interesting. Okay. Probably gonna Consecration plus Aura. Yeah, let's do that. They can kill it if they want a hero power plus throw the... What is it? The pest? What is it? The grub. They can throw the grub at it too. Doesn't seem ideal though, because they're going to take another 3, go to 14. Sure. they just play that guy. Surprising. Very surprising. Yeah, I think a lot of people are just playing things for the sake of playing things in the Brawliseum, because it's an excuse to try out some of the new cards before you're like on the ladder and can be penalized with losses. Really want to know. really want to know.
I wonder.
I've got 2 more turns of that. That's pretty good. So yeah, you know what? Let's do it, because I'll have a taunt minion up. Let's see what happens. Is it actual infinity? Find out this time on... Yeah, I have a hard time believing that they would make a minion that can just one-shot you like that. Okay. Whoop, hit their own guy. Ruh-roh. Alright, so they can kill it. I don't get to find out this game. Fine. Okay. They're gonna kill the portal over the big guy? I don't think that's what they do here. Okay, so both. Man, really wanted to know if that was infinity. Yeah, these portals don't seem very good. I mean, I guess once you get down the line, they could be helpful, but... Tyrion it is, and Resistance Aura. Yeah, Resistance Aura loses it's kind of diminishing return, loses effect as the game goes on. But it is some constraint to put on your opponent, so especially when you drop things like Tyrion or, you know, just big threats, it makes it a little bit harder for them to answer with spells, so it's something. And it does keep our Manifested Timeways open for next turn still. I have a hard time believing they're going to drop that many threats where it's justifiable, but I have Crusader Aura should the time come where it's necessary. How are they doing on cards? They got 4 cards left in their deck. Oof. Okay.
8 combatants enter, and I take
You
the
gonna
crown.
freeze? Yup. Yeah, that's great. Okay, so yeah, especially against things like Infestation, the Resistance Aura is pretty good. Bob for 3 minions could be okay. Yeah, I don't hate that. That's additional pressure, and there's such a significant difference in my deck. Alright, what do we get? Whoo, look at that. That's pretty good. Okay. Very happy with that. 9 cards in hand, so I'm chilling. Yeah, let's just pass away. Feeling pretty confident about this game at this point, but anything could happen. 2 mana stingers are nowhere near as good as 1 mana stingers. Whew! Alright, they got a no Melia too. Alright, so I get a 5 attack weapon, which will be great. As much as I would like to cast Nomelia next turn, maybe I just play one for the sake of playing it.
Time grows short.
I can't make this around. Oh.
Believe it or not, this is what I'm going to do.
Who dares disturb the timeways?
I can't.
That puts them at 15, so now they have a 2-turn clock just with my weapon.
Cards left.
1 card left? Yeah, so they got 11 cards total to my 15.
You sail well. Well
This
played.
fight was never fair.
I'm sorry, what?
Drink with me, friend.
Fabled and charge, okay. And that returns to their hand. Wow.
Drink with me, friend.
Well played, okay. 2 mana for a 12/12 charge. Alright, I didn't expect that. Don't think there's anything I could have done about that. But that's how you go 2 and 3, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of powerful new cards. So now I understand why they're playing those silly give me a demon spells. That's some pretty relevant power level now. Alright, I got one more brawl in me. What do we get from this? 1 less for each time the enemy hero took damage this turn. That could be okay. Not bad. Cool. So let me open those packs. This guy does seem pretty good. I've been wondering how good that is. Okay, Uno Mas. Ooh, alright. We got a rare. Ooh, 2 gold. Shovel 2 shreds of time into your deck. Drawn, deal 3 damage to your hero. Alright, 2 mana 4/4s have their downside. Interesting Murloc, probably not very good. What is the rare? Both players equip a random weapon. Okay, with rewind, thankfully. And what is this? Attack and health of every minion in your hand to the lower or to the higher of the 2 stats. I think I've already got one of those. Interesting card to say the least. But yeah, that was 1 round of the Brawliseum. Definitely check out the Twitch and the YouTube, depending on what you're watching on. Same handle on both. I'm gonna make another video for the 2nd round of the Brawliseum.